Alright, so Donald Trump has been tweeting again, and this time he's been talking about the Dreamers and DACA. Now, if you don't know already, let's do a quick breakdown of what DACA is and who the Dreamers are. According to The Guardian, DACA is a federal government program created in 2012 under Barack Obama to allow people brought to the U.S. illegally as children the temporary right to live, study, and work in America. Those applying are vetted for any criminal history or threat to national security and must be students or have completed school or military service. If they pass vetting, action to deport them is deferred for 2 years, with a chance to renew, and they become eligible for basics like a driving license, college enrollment, or a work permit. Those protected under DACA are known as Dreamers. By the time Trump announced his decision to rescind the program, 787,580 had been granted approval. To apply, they must have been younger than 31 on the 15th of June 2012 when the program began, and undocumented, lacking legal immigration status. They must have arrived in the U.S. before turning 16 and lived there continuously since June 2007. So basically we're talking about people who are brought to this country by their parents as kids. Now look, yes, they were brought here illegally, and yes, people should come here the right way. But when it comes to the kids, what I like to say is to think about the kids in your life that you know, whether they be your own or just people you know. And if you found out, like your favorite ones I'm talking about, and then if you found out one day that they were illegal, would you send them back? Would you make them leave the country that, for a lot of them, the only country they've ever known? I don't know how you would do that. I couldn't. And you know what? I'm not alone. In fact, according to a recent poll, the majority of Americans agree with me. Specifically, 73% of Americans support legislation that would allow Dreamers to stay in the U.S. legally. Now, Trump claims to be on the side of the Dreamers, but as aforementioned in the recap when talking about DACA and the Dreamers, what they are, Trump's the one who rescinded DACA. But look at the tweets he's been sending out. On March 19th, the Democrats do not want to help DACA. Would be so easy to make a deal. On March 21st, Democrats refused to take care of DACA. Would have been so easy, but they just didn't care. I had to fight for military and start of wall. March 23rd, DACA was abandoned by the Democrats. Very unfair to them. Would have been tied to desperately needed wall. Also on March 23rd, I am considering a veto of the omnibus spending bill based on the fact that the 800,000 plus DACA recipients have been totally abandoned by the Democrats, not even mentioned in the bill. And the border wall, which is desperately needed for our national defense, is not fully funded. And then again on March 25th, Trump says, much can be done with the $1.6 billion given to building and fixing the border wall. It is just a down payment. Work will start immediately. The rest of the money will come. And remember, DACA, the Democrats abandoned you, but we will not. It's just unbelievable. He's the one who rescinded it. Trump, you did it. You're the reason why the DACA recipients are in limbo. The Dreamers. The people who came here as kids. Like, come on, man. The thing with Trump is, like with a lot of politicians, when good things happen, they want all the credit. But when bad things are happening, they want to put the blame on someone else. It's this bipartisan game that both sides do. Oh, the Democrats are so bad. It's always their fault. And then that's what the Republicans say. And then the Democrats are like, oh, it's the Republicans. They're so bad. It's their fault. But you know what? Sometimes you got to call it as it is. Trump, this one right now is on you. You put them in this position. If you really care about the Dreamers, like you claim to do, then start doing something real about it. Not just talking. You have the House, you have the Senate. If you really care about the Dreamers, don't try and tie the bill to something else. Put a Dreamers bill forward, and let's get this deal passed. Stop playing with people's lives. Let the Dreamers stay. Hey guys, if you want to help out this show, you can follow our various social media links. Also, we have a Facebook group that you can join as well. And if you want to follow me on social media, you could do that as well. Alright guys.